been making music for the past 10 years on and off. You know, being a student athlete in high school and college. You know, it kept me busy on and off throughout the years. But since I'm done with the athletic side and still a student, it gives me time to focus on my music and my production. You know, I like to consider myself just a producer, but you know, with the type of sounds that I'm making, that I give certain artists, they don't know how to approach or what type of concept to do to them because it's something new and fresh to their ears. So, with that being said, I do make concepts to my tracks that I make, and on top of that, I will have a mixtape dropping this fall 2010 entitled American History, The Unwritten Stories. So it'll be my first and last mixtape. What programs? As you can see, I use the MPC 2500 and my Yamaha PSR 76. You know, it's my hardware and software. I use FL Studio for my beat sequencing and my pre-mixing and mastering. But whenever I have somebody come over and do a vocal performance, I use Cubase 5, and that's where the final product is done with my mixing and mastering. My signature sound is it's smooth, it's classical, it's uppity at some points, you know, with the type of kick patterns that I use, and it's energetic. And I put all those in one, and you get what you got now. I came up with the name Dream Crack with, you know, when you have rappers getting on the beats and they say, or he spin that crack, or he hears a beat and like that right there is that crack. You know, I got that from that aspect. And Dream is something where I started off early as being a beat maker, you know, picturing what if I use this sample and flip it and make a beat out of it, just dreaming and thinking about the aspect of making that sample into something hot. So that's the dream part. You got the crack, so I put those together and you got Dream Crack. Well, you know, I've been doing this beat making and producing for 10 years, and I've been a proud owner of the MPC 2500 for the past 3 years, and I have nothing but respect for the guy, A-Rap Music. You know, he's making it cool for producers like myself, you know, to use hardware again and just not software. And the producing game is just nothing but evolution, you know. And I just have respect for him, and he's doing his own style. I got my own style. And just do yourself a favor, just YouTube MPC freestyle. You'd be amazed at how many people be doing what we do, but not to the extent that we do. Who I like to work more with? You know, I like up and coming artists. You know, I've been a Wiz Khalifa fan for the past 3 or 4 years. And J. Cole, I've been a good fan of his. He's real lyrically talented. Big Sean. But who I really want to work with is, you know, all the guys in Diplomats. You know, I listened to them guys since Cameron's first big single, which is Oh Boy. I was listening to Cameron before that. You know, Horse and Carriages and all that. But, you know, anybody from Diplomats, D Block. You know, those type of people. Even on the West Coast, Nipsey Hussle, I like to work with him also. What inspired me to make music? Uh, I have to go back to the 90s, you know. Master P at his era. There was one specific track that I can remember off the top of my head. Um, it was him, Master P, Silk the Shocker, me and X. Make him say, classic track. We used to play it before our basketball games in middle school. We get pre-crunk before the game, have cheerleaders come in the locker room. It was just crazy. So I have to say the No Limit era inspired me to be a producer. I only have to think twice. Love is the icon, Barry White. Classic. If you do not have that album, you're missing out on something. Bless his soul, Barry White, R.I.P. One of the most underrated artists that haven't been appreciated yet by BET or MTV, in my opinion. So I feel like they should go ahead and give him a tribute. Five years from now, I see myself taking over B&S Concrete, which is a construction company. I'm vice president right now, and I feel like I can take that to another level. And also, me doing this producing. I'm not in it for the money or for the fame. It's something that is a great passion for me, and I just feel like I can give this new sound to the artists out there and just keep this hip-hop thing alive. If you need contact or beat information, you can email me at dreamcrackproductions@gmail.com. You can also look me up on Facebook, W.Barber, and hit my Twitter, twitter.com/dreamcrackceo. I like to thank all my 12,000 plus followers, who follow me. It's been a great 2 years on Twitter. It's a great exposure. And last but not least, I'd like to shout out the CEO of Bazzolio, Brandon Logan. He's doing major things. It's always good to see family doing great positive things for the people around, not around here, but around the nation. He's taking this thing to another level. So shout out Bazzolio. Follow him on Twitter, twitter.com.
Yeah.